Alright, this is the second video where we're looking at decomposition synthesis reactions. So here we go. We got potassium chlorate producing potassium chloride and oxygen atoms. So you can see here we're actually removing oxygen atoms. So we got oxygen atoms there at the end of potassium chlorate, but none at the end of potassium chloride. The oxygen atoms are over here. They've been separated. So this is a decomposition reaction. Let's work through the equation. So you notice here we've got 3 oxygen atoms in an individual molecule, and we've got 2 oxygen atoms over here, so that's unbalanced. So 2 and 3 are factors of 6. So if I multiply 3 times 2, I get 6 atoms, and if I multiply 2 times 3, I get 6 oxygen atoms. So what we do is we take that 3 and we would add 2 more drawings here to represent the fact that now we have 3 oxygen molecules. The 2 over here means we have 2 of those molecules, so we draw an extra one there. Unfortunately though, we notice that by adding a 2 here, we now have 2 potassium atoms, 2 chlorine atoms. So that means we have to balance that over here. So we put a 2 in front of that so that everything gets multiplied by that 2. So we have 2 potassiums, 2 chlorine. We add an extra drawing here to represent that. So we actually have 2 potassium chloride molecules, 1 and 2. Now let's work with the masses again, like we did in the previous video. Potassium has an atomic mass of 39. Chlorine has an atomic mass of 35. And oxygen again has an atomic mass of 16. Alright, so let's do that. So let's add up all the atoms and their individual masses. Okay, so you got potassium, 39. There's 2 of them. 1, 2. So 39 times 2 gives us 78. 16 is the oxygen. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 oxygen atoms. So 16 times 6 gives us 96. And then we have 2 chlorine atoms, 35 each. 35 times 2 gives us 64. Add all that up, you get 238 grams. Okay. Potassium chloride, 2 potassiums, so that's 39 times 2 gives us the 78. Chlorine, there's 2 of them. 35 times 2 gives us the 60. Let's see here, the 64 actually. That should be 70 grams on both sides. Sorry. So this should be 70. So that's 6 more. So that should be 244. And this one here, this should be 35 times 2, should give us 70. So 6 more, that's 148 grams there. Little mistake. So that should be 244, and that should be 70. This should be 70, and that should be 148. And then oxygen, 16 times 6, gives us the 96. So 244 should break up into 148 and 96, and that's essentially what we have here. Okay, so you can see we're breaking this molecule up as a decomposition reaction. The mass on the left side should equal the mass on the right side. The mass of the reactants should equal the mass of the products.